Hello and welcome back everyone, I am the Otaku, and today I'm going to teach you how to not suck at Emperor Palpatine.
I will show them the true nature of the Force.
As usual, I will cover the essential information you need to know, and then stick around for the whole video because I will be giving away the very best tips and strategies on how to rule the galaxy. So to start things off, Palpatine has very interesting movement capabilities. He can walk and sprint, but cannot crouch, and his jump is rather strange too. Instead of using his body to jump, he will force push off the ground and propel himself upwards and forwards, going higher and further the longer you hold the jump button to a certain extent. While this may seem cool at first, it also has its ups and downs. For example, you might normally be used to being able to climb certain ledges by strategically jumping your way up there, whereas Palpatine doing precise jumps can be very tricky. However, if you find yourself near a ledge or a rock and jump, you can levitate yourself up much higher and further than normally possible. So all very interesting stuff, something that will take some time and practice to understand and be able to master. The Emperor comes with 3 special abilities, the first one being Imperial Resources. Like Princess Leia's supply drop, this will spawn a random battle pickup in regular game modes or a health pickup in Heroes vs. Villains. Like I mentioned in Leia's guide, this can be stolen by enemies, and so where and when you place this is very important. The next ability is Chain Lightning. Palpatine will pause for a second and then unleash a big blast of lightning that will hit a primary target and then spread to other targets nearby. This move is absolutely the best for taking out big chunks of health and stunning other heroes, or for taking on multiple infantry at once. The range on this blaster is also a much further than Palpatine's regular lightning attack, and can be used to finish off enemies as they run away or quickly hit and run from a distance. After that, the last ability is Force Dash, in which Palpatine will quickly spin and burst forward. Used in conjunction with his Force Jump, Palpatine can go much further and higher than normal. Jumping and facing your camera upwards will even allow him to fly up to heights that are normally only accessible using a jetpack. Using this while strafing to the side also produces some really interesting and funny results, so you should play around and see what's possible. Then of course there is Palpatine's default attack, which is a regular lightning bolt that will hit one target at a time, and instead of being strike based is channeled, progressively doing more and more damage over time before needing to recharge. You don't have to worry about being too accurate with this, as it will pretty much lock onto any target within range. And last, and this is very important to know, Palpatine can block just like Luke Skywalker or Darth Vader do with their lightsabers, but instead he will use the Force. However, you do need to understand that this is not going to reflect blaster attacks, it will only block them. Nonetheless, this is your single and only defense outside of running away. It is extremely critical to Palpatine's survival tactics and his dueling strategy. And that is it for the basics, so it's time to move on. So Palpatine plays a supporting role to the team by dropping pickups or health and spawning Imperial guards. He can be used to hold defensive positions, but is also great at storming the keep and doing swift hit and run attacks. Do keep in mind that because of the limited range on his abilities, fighting in close quarters, knowing how to effectively position yourself before engaging is going to count for a lot. Managing cooldowns on the Emperor is also a vital strategy for success. For example, make sure that you are saving Force Dash for when you actually need it, and not just randomly using it for fun to move around. You also want to use Chain Lightning for groups of enemies, other heroes, or Leia's honor guards, and because of its extended range on enemies that are too far away for a regular attack. Don't just use it on anyone, because there will be situations where you will use it, and then you won't have it for when you need it. You also need to be dropping health as soon as it comes off cooldown and keeping yourself topped up. The same thing applies, otherwise when a teammate needs the health, you will be in trouble and not be able to use it. For regular game modes, Palpatine cannot heal himself, as the Imperial resources will spawn battle pickups instead of health. This does severely reduce Palpatine's survivability, just like Princess Leia's, and so you need to be extra cautious and not play recklessly. The best strategy here is to simply stay indoors, avoiding any long distance encounters or open areas, so that you can fight to Palpatine's biggest strength. Hopefully your Imperial Guards will be spawning around you and providing longer range support to also help balance out your weakness. I'll be honest with you, the best thing that you can do is just camp out near an objective. Moving around too much will only serve to get you killed. I also can't stress this enough, make sure that you are blocking enemy fire. You should be doing this anytime you are not attacking, and often my strategy is to just block first and then attack when they are overheating. Then for heroes vs villains, this is my favorite time to shine. No other hero provides the same amount of challenge in my opinion. I have a lot of fun playing as Palpatine. I actually first hated him and thought he was severely disadvantaged compared to the other heroes, but once I spent enough time learning how to properly utilize his Force Dash in combination with other things, properly cycle and manage his cooldowns, it was just a lot more rewarding. So the idea for this game mode is to be kind of like a cockroach. That's what I always call him. I'm cockroaching around, squirming around with swift movements, attacking when I can, blocking and running. It takes a lot of practice, good positioning and timing to get it down, but eventually it's so difficult for them to catch you and so difficult for you to die. I have 3v1'd in multiple situations and was able to win many games because of this technique alone. You should also try to stick to another hero at all times. Palpatine isn't the best at 1v1 situations, especially if you're caught in a bad position, so playing as a team is always a solid strategy for winning. So overall, Palpatine may seem pretty weak at first, then when you learn the real advantages of him, his intended playstyle, you can truly go lead your empire to victory. I do hope the video helped. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you want to get on my PSN friends list, or you don't want Otaku eating out of a garbage can, then please feel free to donate. I love you all. Lots more videos to come. Until then, as always, may the Force be with you.